Welcome to EnglishIn, the English learning channel that is dedicated to taking you beyond the classroom and immersing you in the vivid tapestry of real English usage. At EnglishIn, we firmly believe that learning English with fun and natural is the key to building confidence and acquiring language skills faster. So without further ado, let's dive into English and
Let's play the game. All right. By the way, what's game? What game are we going to play?
yeah, our episode today is a little bit different because we will have fun with game. And our game today, Fatma, is called Would You Rather
Okay.
blah 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 or blah blah blah. So it's
Would you
kind of
rather
giving
blah,
you
blah, blah, blah,
options, right? To choose something. So guys, Fatma and I are going to take turns playing this game. So we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, hope so. All right.
Yeah.
Who will start? Who will start first?
Okay. Before we start off, it's important to know that playing game is really good for practicing speaking, right? Anyway, why is it good?
Exactly.
Why is it good to practice speaking, according to you, Fatma?
Well, yeah, because we are learning by doing, or sometimes what's that? We are unconsciously learning actually. So when we heard about game, our mind spontaneously going to think about something fun, right? So when we are thinking about something fun, so it's not burden for us. But when we have the term of learning, studying, so our mind already switch. Oh, it's gonna be something serious. But when we are talking about game, it's going something to be fun. Am I right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Apart from that, game also can develop our critical thinking, right? Because we consider the pros or cons of each option, which promote our critical thinking and ability to articulate our thought process, and
Yep.
and it also boosts our vocabulary to and also
Exactly.
expose variety of vocabulary and expressions as we discuss the choices and reasons and stuff. So it's really really
Okay.
good to practice speaking.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Okay, are you ready?
So, yep. Ready or
Yeah.
not ready? I have to be ready.
Okay.
All right.
Today we have several questions that Fatma and I are going to ask each other about would you rather, and
Would you
and
rather?
from each answer, Fatma and I will have to choose and provide reason based on our
Okay.
personal
Do
preference.
we need to provide the reason or just choose
Sure.
the option?
Yeah, you need to explain a little bit detailed.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go first.
All right. So the question for me? Does it mean that the question
Okay.
for me?
Yes, I go first. Okay.
Okay.
My first question: would you rather have the ability to speak and understand every language in the world, or be able to play any musical instrument perfectly?
Well, I would rather be able to speak any languages in the world.
Why?
Why? Because my husband already play music instrument. My daughters already play music instrument. So what makes me different from them if I also play music instrument? No, just kidding. Well, to be honest, I have no skill to play musical instruments. So I would rather speak any languages, speak and understand any languages in the world. Why? Yeah, because by mastering the language, I can persuade people, I can argue with people, I can explain what I want, and maybe I can also kill people by using the language. This is what is used by what's that detective like in military, right? So they use the language to what's that to dig more information from people, right? So that's the
Right.
reason why I would rather be able to speak any languages in the world instead of playing musical instrument. What about you? I know that you can play musical instruments, so I believe that you will choose playing musical instrument.
Okay, that's true. I'd
Yeah.
rather I'd rather be able to play musical instruments perfectly because you
Okay.
know what, with playing with playing musical instruments, I can be connected to people, I can
Oh,
express my
really?
emotions and stuff.
How it can connect with people? If the language, of course, I can connect with people by understanding and transferring the message with the
Um
agreement.
yeah,
What about the music?
because Music has a universal knowledge, I think.
Oh, I
So
see.
without even we don't speak the language, by only listening to the music and you play the musical instruments perfectly, I think you can be connected from hearts, not only from the language but from the bottom of your heart.
Okay.
So it's
Oh, I
amazing, I think.
see. Oh, I see. All right. My turn now. So my question will
Oh,
be,
nervous. Yeah.
all right. Would you rather travel back in time to meet your ancestors or forward in time to meet your descendants?
Kind of tough question, but I have to answer
Tough
this.
questions. So you have to
Uh,
choose between your ancestor and your descendants.
okay. I'd rather travel back in time to meet my ancestors.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why?
because I may know where I'm originally from
Oh,
what type of people I am, instead of meeting my future descendants, because I might be too much worried that my descendants would be a little bit what is it in different path of life that we've been building, right? So I'd rather travel back in time to meet my ancestors,
ancestor.
and I was thinking that it's going to be really amazing to talk to our ancestors, what happened in the past, right? How they survive, how they meet
Oh,
each other,
yeah.
how they married, and everything. It's going to be really amazing, I think.
Okay, such a curious person. All right. So
Yeah. What about you,
you
anyway?
me? I think I would rather to travel forward to meet my descendants.
Oh,
Why? Because I don't know. Maybe because I cannot change the past, right? So the past is already the past, and it's already taught me a lot of things that shape me who I am today. So maybe, yeah, I already my past time. I already know my ancestor. So I would rather to meet my descendants and tell them the life I'm living today, so they can learn from my experience and anticipate what's going to be, what's going to happen in the future for them. Yeah, maybe so because yeah, it makes me more overthinking, just like you said that thinking about something that hasn't happened yet.
yeah. It makes
All right.
sense. It really does.
Okay. Next question.
Next question.
All right. Would
Okay.
you? My question. Let me give you another question. Would you rather
Okay.
the power of invisibility or the ability to read mind? Invisibility. Invisibility.
Um.
What is invisibility?
Invisibility means being unseen by people, right? Being
Oh,
invisible.
unseen.
Yeah, being
Okay.
unseen. For this, I would rather have the power of invisibility.
Okay. Why?
Because I can, what is it? I can become unseen, and then
Uh
people,
huh.
I can travel to many different places without being known by people. So I have this kind of power of being invisible.
All right.
And instead of reading someone's minds, I think can be really really can be really tedious, can be really
It can be
emotionally
really.
tedious,
What
can
did you
be
say? Tedious?
tedious
Yeah.
and then
What's that?
emotionally tedious, something like okay, intriguing or
I
disturbing, something
see.
like that.
Okay.
Because when I read people mind, I read people's mind, I might thinking, oh, that people think about this, and every time I saw people, and then I can read their minds and blah
I
blah.
see.
It's between positive and negative, mixing each other. It's going to be really, anguishing sometimes.
Yep. 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 Agree.
What about
Okay.
you? What would you
Me?
rather have?
None of them because I
None
need to
of
be
them.
seen. Yeah. And I don't want to know what people thinking about me. I don't want to know what people are doing right now. So what people are thinking now and what people are doing right now, none of my business. Okay. But the most important one is I need to be seen. All right. Next
It makes sense.
question.
Now I'm asking you now.
All right. Okay.
Okay. The question is that would you rather live in a world without the internet or a world without electricity?
It cannot be separated. Internet and electricity, they are one. Why should be separated?
Yeah,
Can we
because
separate the
internet.
internet
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
electricity?
yeah, with electricity, right? You can still have electricity with home in your home
Ah,
at
I
home,
see.
right?
Okay.
But internet, you don't have any connection to people around the world, but you still have the electricity. What would you rather have?
Uh, I would rather live without the internet, and I would rather live with the electricity. Why?
Why?
Because I already experienced that moment, right? When I was a
Mm-mm.
kid, I lived with the electricity without the internet. And I guess, yeah, I know internet has got a lot of advantages that make life more advanced. But, living without the internet, I still remember when I lived without internet, I could remember a lot of phone numbers. So, I can learn many things. Yeah, I know internet teach me a lot as well. But the struggle. The struggle. Yeah, the
Yeah,
struggle will be different between living without internet and living with the internet. In the past, maybe the children didn't have access to the internet, so when they want to learn something, they need to make more effort, and this is a basic life skill, I think. And I'm afraid that when we live with internet more, what's that, life is getting easier and easier, then we lose our basic skill of life, I guess. Yeah, I would rather
exactly.
to live with I would rather to live without the internet instead of without electricity.
Instead of without
What
electricity.
about you? I think you would rather to live with the internet.
No, I'd rather live without internet.
Ah,
Yeah,
this
so
time we have
yeah,
similar answer.
yeah, because there's a good there's a good saying, right? It says offline is a new piece for now.
Oh yeah, exactly. Agree, agree. Yeah, sometimes internet is entertaining, but it makes something we feel overwhelmed, right? By the
Exactly.
genuine information, genuine entertainment. Yeah, sometimes it makes us exhausted.
Exhausted.
Agree.
Yeah,
Yep.
because yeah, we have sometime in the morning we wake up and then we check phone's notification and stuff, and all those notifications is really really disturbing.
Disturbing.
Sometimes yeah, when we go offline, it's a new piece.
Yeah, disturbing, especially when the notification dealing with deadline and so on.
Deadline. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Next
Okay.
question.
Okay.
This is
Next
my turn to
question.
ask you a question, right?
All
So,
right.
would you rather spend a day in the future but not remember anything, or spend in the past and be able to change an event?
You asked me really tough question always.
I told you this is harder than TOEFL.
All right. I'd rather remember anything or a
Okay.
day in the past
All
and
right.
be able to change one event
Okay.
instead of like spending a day in the future but not remember anything.
All right.
And I just don't know why I choose this. I kind of feel
Okay.
like okay, maybe living in the past and be able to change one event. It's like giving me one more opportunities to be the better person than I could be. Do you have any
Okay.
idea?
Me, I would rather to live in the future and do not remember anything, because I can make new memories.
No
Nothing in
memories.
the past I can change. The past is already at the past. As I told you, I cannot change anything, right? Even though
Yeah,
there is possibility for me to change, I don't want to change anything in the past. So I would rather to live in the future and don't remember single thing in the past,
in the
because
past.
I'm going to make new memories.
Okay, all right.
All
It
right.
really makes
This time we
sense.
are different.
Okay, my turn now.
Okay.
Would you rather have a conversation with your favorite fictional character or with a historical figure? Wow.
It maybe my answer will be the same as yours previously.
Mm-mm.
I would rather have a time.
Mm-mm.
What's that?
Have
To
a
do
conversation?
conversation with
Yeah.
my ancestor.
Uh,
Yep.
with a historical figure.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
With a historical figure instead of
Mm-mm.
fictional
Fictional
character.
character.
Yep. Why? Because I want to learn more from them. I want to
Mm-mm.
know how they live their life. Okay, how they got married, how they could
Mm.
survive, and so on, so that I can learn and use their experience to what's that? To live
Mm.
my life now. Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, I guess so. I
Mm.
would rather speak with my
With
historical figure
historical figure. Mm-mm.
instead of fictional character. What about
Okay.
you?
Yeah, same thing. I'd rather have a conversation with historical figure. I was thinking about, for example, I was thinking about Plato or Aristotle. So
Oh,
if I
that's too
had,
far. You know.
yeah, so if I had
Okay.
the chance, I would rather have a conversation with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
To understand. And do you know what is my question? If Plato or Aristotle live until now,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what my question would be?
What?
My question. What is the recipe that you can live for years until now?
Oh. So you want to live longer than them because they
Because
already share the recipe to live from that time until now.
until now, I don't want to talk. I don't want to ask about philosophical stuff, the
Oh,
philosophy and blah blah blah. I just want to ask,
I
how
thought
can
when
you
you
live
were
so long?
I thought when you were mentioning Aristotle, you are going to talk about something philosophy, just something heavy to think about.
No,
All
not
right.
really.
Okay. Okay. Next,
Okay, next.
my question for you:
Okay.
would you rather be a master chef or renowned painter?
Would I rather be a master chef or renowned
Renowned
painter?
painter.
Yeah, renowned painter. I'd rather be a renowned painter anyway instead of
Renowned painter.
being master chef. I'm not good at cooking, but at painting, I'm not good at painting, but I'd rather be a renowned painter if you ask which to choose, because by painting I can literally like express my emotions and feelings, right? And by drawing, by painting, something like that, abstract painting and something like that. What about you anyway?
Renowned. So you would rather be a renowned painter, famous
Yes,
painter, well-known painter
yes,
instead
well
of being a
known, yeah.
master chef. Me, for sure,
Mm-mm.
I would rather be a master chef.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not good at cooking, but
Mm-mm.
when I watch television and look at a master chef, what's that, cooking and
Mm-mm.
serving an artisan, what's that food, they look so sexy, so it's going to shock my feminine energy, I guess. So I would rather be a master chef instead of renowned
Yeah,
painter.
instead of being a renowned painter. All
Yep.
right.
Yep. Because I'm not good at painting.
Yeah, someday maybe you may cook for us,
Oh, sir.
or maybe
All
you
right.
want to combine between cooking and painting, which is both of them are really artistic, right? So you want to what is it? Decorate the food
No, thank you. I
with.
don't want to. I don't want to get double job. Double income, yes, but not double job, please.
All
All right,
right.
next, please.
Okay, my turn now. Would you rather have the ability to speak with animals or
Speak with
speak
animals.
any human language fluently?
Oh, I would rather speak with human. Yeah, I would rather speak with any human language fluently.
Mm-mm.
Okay, instead of speak with animals. I don't know what is
Mm-mm.
the advantage of speaking with an animal. I
Yeah,
don't know.
for some people, might be talking to animal is kind of something new, to know how their world is like,
Oh,
you
I
know,
see.
and then yeah, because animals, do they have the same language in the world, or do they have a different language? Probably, maybe. So, what do you
What do you
pick
think?
here?
I
Uh,
think they have very
mm-mm.
different languages, right? So it's more difficult for me to understand their language instead of understand human language. So I would rather speak human language instead of animal language. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess they have different languages. Just imagine an ant Ant has
Uh-uh.
got many types of ant, and each type has their own language. So how many languages that ants speak, right? So what about another animal?
Yeah. If you think about, animals from different countries, do you think that animal in America speaks American accent or
What do
animals
you
from
think?
Asia?
What do you think? Let's imagine. I don't know. I don't know whether they speak English, American English, or they have their own language. What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, but I think I can really interested in speaking to animals, like right? In
You know,
Muslim,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, go on, go on.
in Muslim we have one prophet,
Oh,
Salaman, right,
yeah. Who can
or
speak with the
Sulaiman,
language?
who is able to speak with animals. I think it's going to be really amazing, right? But it can be really disturbing as well. Can you imagine when you want to eat something and then you listen to each ants, near to you, close to you, and then I want to ask your food and blah blah blah, and then there's mosquito flying next to you, and then I want to suck your blood and everything. It can be
It
really really
really.
disturbing, right? You
Yep,
you you
yep,
will never
yep.
sleep soundly.
Therefore, I don't want to speak with the animal. This one, that's what I'm going to say. You
Mm-mm.
said that you are curious whether the animal in United States
Mm.
speak English language or speak different language with the animal living in Indonesia, right? But I don't know whether this is human perception or
Mm-mm.
this is what's that animal language. It's just like when a cat in Indonesia we say meow meow, but
Mm-mm.
in English it says meow. Yeah, yeah,
Meow.
almost the same. But
Yeah.
about this one, uh dog totally
Dog.
different, right? So in
Yes.
Indonesia we say gook gook gook
Guk
gook,
guk guk.
but in English they say woof 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 woof.
Woof woof woof.
I have no idea whether it is the animal language or human perception. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's more like our interpretation on
I
what is it on the
see.
animal sound,
I
right?
see. I see. So that's their language. All right.
Okay,
Let's
next.
move.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now
Your
my
turn.
turn.
Right.
Would you rather be a famous actor in a terrible movie,
Mm-mm.
or what's that? An unknown actor in an Oscar-winning movie or film?
Um, I'd rather be a famous actor in a terrible movie
Oh, really?
instead of being,
Why?
Oscar-winning film, but
Okay.
unknown.
Okay. So it
Because
is okay. It is
yeah,
okay for you. People know you as not arrogant, antagonist
mm,
person,
antagonist
antagonist character.
person. Yeah, because it's not real life. It's
Oh
only in the
yeah.
movie. So being a terrible actor in a movie, no problem. I think instead
Okay.
of being
Okay.
unknown, or even you win an Oscar award, for example. So it's okay because sometimes when you play as a terrible character, for example, in a one movie, you become famous from there. You actually delve deeper to yourself, being the character you wish to become.
I
Um,
see.
yeah, that's no problem. What
So this
about
is a
you?
short path to be
Yes,
what's that to get more and more characters in the movie.
yes.
Me,
And
yeah, listening to your explanation, I also would rather be an what's that famous actor in terrible
a
movie
terrible
instead of
movie.
unknown by people.
Unknown actor.
I'm afraid that we are narcissistic because we want everybody knows about us. No, yeah, because this is only imagination, right? Yeah, I
Yep. Yeah.
I think you got it right. Yeah, it's only
Okay.
movie. What's that? We are being an antagonist only in the movie, but in real life, yeah, of course we can be. Yeah, it's normal when we feel bad, we feel good, we are happy, we are good, we are bad. Yeah, something normal, right? But depend on
Exactly.
which one is dominant in our life.
Exactly.
Okay, next question, please.
My
Is it
turn.
mine or your turn?
My turn.
All right.
Okay. Would you rather live in a house with a
Mm-hmm.
rotating room or a house that changes its interior design every day?
The second
Wow.
one,
Second
I
one.
would rather live
Uh-uh.
in a house that the what's that? that change its
Change.
interior every day. Why? Because
Why?
it gives me a different experience every day, when the design, what's that, different every day, especially good design, it will give us more different energy every day, right? So it will give us different energy and then will motivate us to live a life at that day and so on, I guess. So
Exactly.
yeah, it will not be boring if our interior design will change every day. But
Yep.
living in a house, in
Rotating room
rotating room, not rotating.
or a
Don't
house.
you think it's going to make us dizzy living in a room that
Exactly. I
rotate
cannot
keeps?
imagine if you live in a room which is rotating every single time, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's going to make us dizzy. What about you?
For sure, I'd rather live in a room that change in its interior design every single day.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
it gives me new energy. I think the same like you, right?
mm-hmm,
Gives me energy and motivation.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And if I ask you further, what kind of design do you like most?
I think I would rather Japandi.
Mm,
I don't know. I'm not sure the technical term, but
yeah.
I would rather the simple one instead of
Mm,
the one with a lot of ornament. No, I don't like
mm,
something just that make or need bigger room. No, I just like a very simple design. What about you?
yeah. Same. I think the nowadays design is all about simplicity, offer simplicity and flat design, which
Mm-hmm.
is yeah, not too much ornaments.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
People, interior design people going to call it as Japandi
Japandi, I
or
never heard that
what?
term.
Yeah, I guess
Mm.
Japandi, and then what else? Urban and so on. I
Ur-
don't know. I don't know for sure. All right,
okay,
next
because we're
please.
not expert for that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. Next,
Uh-uh.
my
The last
turn.
one.
The last one. I still have two questions for you. All right.
Okay.
Would you rather only be able to whisper or
Uh-uh.
only be able to shout out when speaking?
When speaking, I'd rather be able to shout
Yep.
when speaking
Yeah,
instead of
okay.
to
You are not
whisper.
asking me why. I make agreement. Why? Why?
Okay, why? Because I love talking to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
don't like hiding things to people, like whispering, blah blah blah. No,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like to talk to people like in direct way,
Mm-hmm.
or so that people know and understand what I'm saying, right? By
Mm-hmm.
shouting to them instead of whispering. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
whispering can be um, can may what is it may uh,
Misunderstanding.
yes, something like that, because people may misunderstand about what we whisper. So instead of whispering, I'd rather be able to shout when speaking because people may understand very clearly what I'm saying. Do you
Yep.
have any
Yep.
idea?
Exactly.
Any?
Yeah, me too. I would rather speak or shout when I'm speaking instead of
Mm-mm.
whispering. Your reason is very academic, right? But my reason would be
Yeah.
more, what's that, tend to my health, I mean.
Oh.
So my voice is my asset. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
I just imagine that people who whisper when they are speaking looks like a weak person, and a healthy person, so they should say, can you help me instead, right? So but
Yes.
when we are shouting, we have more power, right? It means we are
Exactly.
healthier, we feel healthier, I guess, to my personal reason.
Exactly.
The last question,
The
okay?
last
As you
question.
mentioned, that was not the last question, so I still have another question for you.
Wow.
All
What
right.
is that?
Would you rather be
Mm-mm.
a wizard in
Mm-mm.
a world of muggles or muggles in the world of wizards? I believe
Uh,
you are a Harry Potter lover, so you know it.
um, not really. Not really.
Oh, you are not Harry Potter.
I'm not really following every single episode of Harry Potter.
Oh, me too. I'm
Yeah.
not either.
So, yeah, I don't have any kind of clear idea with this.
Okay.
Whether I'd rather be a wizard in a world of muggles or a muggle in the world of wizards. But if Uh, if you ask me, I'd go. I'd rather be a wizard in a world of muggles instead of a muggle in a world of wizards. Yeah, because
Okay,
Harry Potter is
why?
all about magics and everything. Yeah,
Why?
it's all about magics. I don't know, being a wizard probably, what is it? Yeah, it feels cool, something like that.
Mm.
Mm. No, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
because you
because
feel
yeah,
cool by being a wizard. Me,
yeah,
I would rather be a wizard
be
as well for
as a
survival reason. Because I
yeah
don't trust a lot of people. I'm afraid that when I'm living in the world of when
muggles.
I am muggles living in the
Uh-uh.
world of wizard, I'm afraid that the wizard will be authoritarian one and they change me into somebody that I don't want to. So
Yeah,
I need to be wizard to fight them back. Okay.
exactly.
So for survival reason. All right, okay. Silly question, but I think I don't know. I do enjoy this session because yeah,
Exactly.
we expand our imagination.
Yes. Yeah, it's a
We learn
kind
you
of
would
game of
rather, but
fantasy. Mm-mm.
yep. It's yeah, it grows my fantasy as well. All right, so that's it. Do you have anything to say in the end of this episode?
I think this is one of the best way to practice speaking English. You have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
activities to opt to choose in your daily. You may play
Mm-hmm.
game with your spouse, with your friends. Like us
Mm-hmm.
today, we're playing Would You Rather
Mm-hmm.
or Would You Rather blah 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 or blah blah blah
Okay.
that elicit your vocabulary, boosting your vocabulary. What do you say, Fatma?
Okay. Oh, okay. Just
Mm-mm.
I have
Yeah.
an idea.
Yes.
Just make a question for our audience.
Yeah.
So just like the question that you elicited to me, so they can share what they would rather blah 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 and blah 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 in our conversation.
Uh-uh.
Would you rather be able to speak with the animals or speak
Mm-mm.
human languages?
Okay. Would you rather
Okay.
speak? Would you rather be able to speak with animals
Mm-hmm.
or speak with human languages? So drop
Okay.
your comments in the comment section. All right.
Yep. So guys, today we have learned about game, not learn game. We learn about would you rather blah 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 or blah blah blah. All right. We use this expression to give an option to our what's that? To our audience, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have something to say?
Okay. As we wrap up today's episode of English In, we hope you have enjoyed the journey with us. And before we go, leave us your thoughts and comments below. We'd love to hear from you and may even
Yeah.
give you a shout out in our next episode. Thanks for joining. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, keep speaking English with confidence. Now, let me count first before we say yeehaw, okay? In 1, 2, 3.
Hee
Yeehaw.
ha.
Bye bye.
Bye.